innovation and integration. Firstly, the indigenization is our core priority. It has always been for now more than half a century. We are committed to becoming a fully Atmanirbhar force by 2047. It is a matter of immense pride for us as a nation that India is one of the 6 countries in the world that can design, build, and operate both aircraft carriers and SSBNs at sea. We continue our efforts to be self-resilient and reliant in other critical domains, and we in the Navy will continue to push you, that is you as industry. Innovation is Indian Navy's DNA. Stephen Johnson, in his book, Where Good Ideas Come From, says that, and I quote him, innovation does not come from giving incentives. It comes from creating environments where ideas can connect, unquote. Which is why organizations like Naval Innovation Indigenization Organization, NIIO, that we formed in 2021, work hand in hand with industry to accelerate technology development. We talked about IDEX, and I want to tell you that the IDEX scheme as a technology incubator has seen its allocations jump 3 times in the last 2 years. And finally, the integration, which is the ability to work with the industry to bring together cutting-edge technologies across domains and develop a whole greater than the sum of its parts. Now, this convergence approach platforms different technological capabilities into force multipliers, where artificial intelligence enhances maritime surveillance, where quantum computing enhances naval communication, and where advanced materials revolutionize ship construction. I'm sure you are aware that technology, which is galloping at the speed of thought, is the glue that brings together cutting-edge capabilities for India to protect its interests at sea. To give an understanding of what technologies can do and why they are crucial for us, we have released suitable roadmaps to inform the industry about our requirements. Some of the niche, disruptive, and cutting-edge technologies that elude us today include the propulsion systems on our ships and submarines, aero engines, strategic underwater capability, high-end sensors and weapon systems, hypersonics, and large uncrewed systems, just to name a few. I'm aware that our R&D labs and industry are working at realizing these capabilities at the earliest. You would also be aware that while the nature of warfare has remained the same over centuries, the character of warfare has changed rapidly and continues to do so. Firstly, the lines between war and peace are increasingly blurred. Secondly, the commercial technologies are democratizing warfare, making it available to non-state actors. And finally, we are moving into an era of mass precision, where highly accurate capabilities and in large numbers both remain important for us. We also know that non-traditional threats, such as acts of terror, can quickly spiral into a wider conflagration and conflict. Use of non-contact warfare, along with space and cyber domains, to wage a conflict with no ceasefires is a reality. In this new paradigm, the industry has to see itself at the front lines of national defense, our ability to absorb technologies at a rapid pace, translate them into combat capability, build at scale when called upon, what we call surge, and constantly innovate and adapt will define our collective security. So we may not be wrong in saying that national security no longer begins only at borders. It also begins in our R&D labs, in our factories, and in our firewalls. So to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, the maritime domain shall remain critical and central to our journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047 for the reasons which I mentioned. This has been acknowledged at the highest echelons of the nation. In an atmosphere where India's security is threatened by myriad challenges, the Navy's partnerships and industry is crucial to develop requisite capacities and technologies that would enable us to tackle the challenges of today and tomorrow and safeguard our national maritime interests anytime, anywhere, anyhow. I would once again thank the CII for giving me this opportunity to interact with you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind, Shamno Varuna.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite...
All right. Yes, all right, viewers. So we just heard there the Navy chief speak there at the CII event and saying very, very clearly that India's economy is dependent on the seas and India has a very rich maritime heritage. Stay tuned, viewers. We'll be right back. We are live and breaking.
विमल में गुलिस्तां की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की इस जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
I have seen what it takes to report from the front line. Accuracy, urgency, courage, and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for all that reality. It's not theory, it's...
Summer is here. Is your home ready for the heat? Keep your roof cool and your home comfortable all summer with Roof Cool and Seal. पसीना मत बहाओ, बर्जर रूफ कूल एंड सील लगाओ।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
We don't just get you the headlines, we report on them. We get information from the highest level of sources. We get you news from the men in uniform, from those on the front. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how real reporting is done on the ground and in real time. The RSG Diploma course begins on June 30th. If you want to lead this story, start here.
I have seen what it takes to report from the front line. Accuracy, urgency, courage, and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for all that reality. It's not theory, it's live learning inside a working newsroom from day first. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most,
a major diplomatic flashpoint erupts as the United States gears up to revoke visas of Chinese students. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced the move on social media, stating that students with links to the Chinese Communist Party or those studying in critical fields will be affected. The statement has sent shockwaves through academic and international circles, with fears of mass expulsions and rising geopolitical tension. Rubio called it a necessary step to protect national security, hinting at concerns over espionage and intellectual property theft. Thousands of Chinese students in science, tech, and research may now be under direct scrutiny. The Chinese government has not yet officially responded, but experts predict a strong diplomatic retaliation. This latest move marks a dramatic escalation in the ongoing US-China standoff, with education now at the center of the battlefield.